What happens when the one person everyone looks down on finds the courage to rise? Would you have the strength to return to a place where you were once humiliated? Before we dive into today's story, don't forget to subscribe to Skin Deep Stories, where we share powerful, emotional stories that uncover hidden truths and inspire change. Now, let's get into it. In a small classroom filled with chatter and laughter, sat Maya, the only black girl in her class. She loved learning, but her classmates never let her forget that she was different. One afternoon, the teacher asked for volunteers to read an essay. Maya raised her hand with a shy smile, hoping this time maybe they'd see her as just another student. But the moment she stood, whispers began. "Why bother?" One boy muttered. "She can't even speak properly." Another girl sneered. Their giggles grew louder with every sentence Maya read. The words blurred through her tears. She slammed her notebook shut and ran out of the classroom, her sobs echoing down the hallway. That day, Maya felt broken. She told herself she would never step back into that room again. But something changed. At home, her grandmother, an old woman with wisdom etched into her smile, looked her in the eyes and said, "Child, your voice is your power. Don't let anyone steal it. If you walk away forever, they win." Those words struck deep. Maya spent the next few days writing not essays for grades, but words from her soul. Every pain, every insult, every dream of proving them wrong filled her pages. The next Monday, Maya walked back into that classroom. Heads turned. Some expected her to sit quietly, defeated. Instead, she walked straight to the front of the class, notebook in hand. Without asking permission, she began to read aloud not the assignment, but her own poem. It spoke of being mocked for her skin, of carrying centuries of strength in her blood, and of refusing to be silent anymore. The class fell silent. The same kids who once laughed now sat frozen, tears glistening in a few eyes. Even the teacher, who had done nothing before, bowed her head in shame. When Maya finished, the room erupted not in laughter, but in applause. But here's the twist. The teacher who once dismissed Maya nominated her for the regional speech contest without telling her. And weeks later, Maya stood on stage in front of hundreds, delivering the same powerful poem, this time earning a standing ovation. The girl who walked out in tears returned not as a victim, but as a voice of power. What do you think of Maya's story? Have you ever felt silenced, only to find your voice later? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to Skin Deep Stories for more powerful stories that inspire, challenge, and move the soul. Because sometimes, the ones they try to silence become the voices the world cannot ignore.